So yesterday, the big news in the showbiz space is the Guinness World Records confirmation of a double record-breaking feat by Nigerian reality star and makeup artist Tacha Akide, popularly known as Tacha. Well, the frenzy is still on, and the lady of the moment joins us now on the program. I see she's still beaming with smiles. Congratulations, Tacha, on becoming the first Nigerian to break 2 Guinness World Records at once for the most cosmetic makeover in 8 hours and 24 hours, respectively. Did you know you were gunning for a double record when you applied?
Yes, funny enough. This has been in the works since last year. It's not something we just thought of and started doing. We've literally been planning since last year. And I feel like even when people say, oh my God, Tacha is extra, my team is even more extra. These guys were gunning to go for over 5 records. They were like, you can do it. You definitely can do it. But we had to narrow it down to 2 records. So yeah, right from the onset, we've always known we are going for more than 1 record. And even with the marathon going on for about 24 hours, we did break multiple records, but just 2 records was what we registered for and go approval for and stuff like that. So yeah.
That's awesome. I was there on the day and I saw the energy you had when you arrived. You made a little dance around the arena before going to pay tribute to the giant portrait of your mother, which was standing right in the middle. Yesterday, when the Guinness World Records officially tweeted the confirmation, you shared that you were beyond emotional and felt your late mother's strength. What was that exact moment like for you?
Yeah. So it is honestly very sad and quite unfortunate that she isn't here right now with me to experience all the greatness going on with um being the fastest makeup artist in the world. I feel like my mom is one person that made me who I am today. She was a clear definition of resilience, of strength, of every and everything. My mom was a hard worker. My mom was a seamstress in church. No, my mom was a seamstress. She was a worker in church. She really was doing a lot of things. And just waking up in the morning and seeing your mom awake as early as 5 a.m., she's probably cutting the customer's dress or she's preparing to go to church that early. She did a lot of things that I had to grow up to see to not be ordinary. Like coming to Lagos and see how people act and how people do stuff. I was like, wow, like my background is quite different from the things I see. And I feel like just mirroring her and making her a clear example is one of the reasons why I'm the person I am today. One of the reasons why I never gave up, because I grew up watching a mother that would never take no for an answer. And even when you tell her no, she's not discouraged. She goes back to the drawing board and give you more than enough reasons to say yes to her. So yeah, she did play a big, huge role. And like I did mention, she was a worker in church, so she was very disciplined to an extent. She's that person that, oh, because I'm a worker, my children needs to live by example, needs to be an example for the rest of the other kids. So even when I would apply makeup on my face before going to church, immediately I come back from church, all my makeup products is gone. She's thrown everything away, and wow, I would be feeling so bad in my mind and in my heart. But that is my mother. I can't come and tell her, "Ah, Mommy, did you throw my makeup things away?" She'll probably just give me a slap in less than 5 seconds or whatnot. So nobody says anything. I'm just what's it called? Feeling bad in my chest. But then I save enough money and then I buy the makeup product again and I do my makeup, she throws it away. We did that for over like 6 times. And every time she throws the makeup away, I make money, I buy my makeup products again and all them kind of stuff. So I really, really do wish she was here today to see what this makeup she didn't have approval for has done for me and how well this is putting the Nigeria beauty industry on a global map.
I'm sure she must be proud of you, as we all are at this time. Now, let's speak a bit about the challenges. You faced about 9 hour storm and repeated power outages during the attempt. How did those obstacles test your resolve, and what kept you going?
So what started off first was the power outage. We had kicked off the makeup challenge at 8:30 p.m. and then we started. And almost in like less than 2 hours, boom, lights off. I'm wondering in my head, like, What's going on? And then another thought tells me that this is clearly the devil. You know, the devil is not going to come to you and tell you, wow, I'm the devil. No, he's going to disguise it in so many other ways. I said, this has to be the devil. It doesn't make any sense. We've spent so many millions on this project to be having power outage and stuff. I said, put on your flashlights. We're going on with this makeup regardless. And I kept on blending the faces. I was using 2 beauty blenders to blend faces at a time, honestly. And the team sorted it out. The light came back on 2 random times again. The light went out, but every time it went out in about 7 minutes or 6 or 10 minutes, the light comes back. But that didn't stop me from doing what I was doing. I don't know. I just had this reassurance that obviously I'm doing something great. I'm doing something huge. So I shouldn't expect to just have it all smooth and all perfect. Definitely glitches will be there, and I did see that as a glitch. And on the second day, when I did about 100 makeovers at 8 a.m. on Sunday, and my team said, oh, you know what, you have to go and rest, and then you come back to the venue. Only for me to immediately leave the venue, and boom, I'm seeing on my mobile phone that the banners are falling, the monitors, the screens, my mom's picture. Like, it was so windy. The exhibitors, everything was just falling left and right. Everybody was struggling to pack things up. And at that point, my team were so worried. They didn't even want to tell me what was happening at all. They didn't want me to see it, or they didn't want me to feel bad. And then I came back to the venue at, let's say, 3 or 4 p.m. and everything was perfect. They had carried the banners, picked up the monitors, the screens, and everything was all good. And boom, we kicked back off the makeup marathon. So yeah, we did have a 9 hours break in between. And maybe if we didn't have that 9 hours, we probably would have done 200 makeovers or even more than 200 makeovers. We also had a challenge of models. At some point, we ran out of models, and my team was seriously begging me to slow down. And I just didn't understand why they're telling me to slow down. I'm like, guy, we're trying to hit 150 makeovers here. Why are you telling me to slow down? They said, you need to slow down, Tacha. Like, no, I'm not going to slow down. But I had to slow down because obviously it's my team advising me. I had to slow down. And at that point, I'm chewing bubblegum, I'm dancing, I'm chilling with my makeup assistant. But the first few hours, there was no chill. It was all, give me this, I need this, I need this. Can I get this? Like, it was so fast that I'm just grateful for having an amazing team and just working with one of the best makeup artist assistants out there and stuff. And honestly, it was great. God did his thing. God did his thing, really.
Congratulations again. We must let you go now. But before then, what's the next step for you? What's on the horizon for you?
Honestly, a lot is next for me, but even before I push up with what's next for me, I also owe you to say a huge and a big thank you to my team, Sajay, my team, Otumba. Honestly, Otumba was on the forefront. Otumba was quarreling with people on this project. Otumba was burning bridges. It's like, no, this is what I want. Do you know how much that girl has spent? I don't think you have an idea. Otumba honestly carried this project like a very, very personal one. And I just want to say, anything anybody's doing out there, just make sure you have the best of people and make sure they do have your interests at heart. And trust me, everything will run on smoothly. So thank you so much, Otumba, for bringing in your A game and really outdoing yourself. So talking about the next big thing I do have in store, obviously I have a lot in store, you know. Fastest makeup artist in the world. So I do have a lot in store, and one of those things would be to get to do models makeovers. You know, them big fashion shows, Milan Fashion Week show, Paris Fashion Week, be at the backstage, and I'm getting 200 models makeover done, and they're walking the runway. I just want the whole world to know that Nigeria is the next big thing, and honestly, we're not just saying we're the next big thing, we're showing workings for it, and it's really just amazing to see. So there's a lot of things to do. GTCO Fashion Week, GTCO Fashion Week next year. I want to be the head makeup artist. I'm getting the makeovers done. Lagos Fashion Week next year. I want to be the lead makeup artist. I'm going back to my first love in a big way. And honestly, I love to do makeup. I do have passion for makeup, and I love to serve. So it'll just be super amazing to just do the thing I love and make money through it and just inspire the little boy out there, the little girl out there, that it really doesn't matter where you come from. It really doesn't matter where you come from. I came from I came from the slums in Port Harcourt, honestly. I came from a place where it is considered that people cannot make it from coming from this place, but God really did rewrite that story. So I really just want this to be an inspiration to every boy out there, every girl out there that is being discouraged by where they find themselves currently. They need to understand that you are the only one that can take yourself from point A to point C to point G to point H. And first off, by doing that, you need to believe in yourself, believe in your journey, believe in your dreams. So even when your family doesn't believe in your dreams, still stand your grounds. Have it in mind that as much as you're ready to put in the work, the universe is more than happy enough to grace all your effort. And that's what I would say, really. Mommy and daddies out there watching and listening to me right now, please allow your children to do what they want to do. Allow your children, give them that grace, support them. This is 2025, right? Support them. Creativity is taking over the world right now. So all the mommies and all the dads that your children are telling you, I want to do this, I want to do that. You say, no, you must be a lawyer, you must be a doctor. Everybody mustn't be a lawyer. Everybody mustn't be a doctor. There's so many other things we can do at life too. And at the end of the day, we just need to be happy while doing it.
Many thanks again for joining us on the program. We wish you all of the best.